Let's try this again, because apparently the last one had no sound, even though it generated captions and everything. This person is asking about cycling glutathione, and wants to know thoughts on injections of NAD or glutathione and also NAC. A little biochemistry. If you have started taking a methylated B vitamin and you are also high dosing glutathione because somebody told you it would help your immune system, they've actually done you a disservice. Ooh, wasp. And part of that is because of the pathway. The methyl donors help create glutathione, and a methylated B vitamin is going to help create glutathione. So if you're giving methylated B vitamins and you're giving glutathione, they're pushing back and forth along this pathway, and what ends up happening is homocysteine gets dumped out. When homocysteine gets dumped out, you end up with anxiety, skin issues, inability to sleep, ADD symptoms, ADHD symptoms, high blood pressure, heart palpitations, all kinds of stuff that you don't really want. So the video I did on cycling glutathione is that you should be cycling it, and you should only be on it for about 30 days, and then you should come off of it for somewhere between 6 and 12 weeks. If you're taking N-acetylcysteine, which is another precursor to glutathione, what you're doing is allowing the body an easier time to produce glutathione as opposed to giving it glutathione. If you're doing injections via like IV therapy, is the most common way to do glutathione and NAD. One of the problems with NAD is a lot of people end up with, again, heart palpitations, anxiety, flushing throughout their entire body, difficulty taking a deep breath. And one of the reasons that happens is because the NAD molecule is so large. So if you're taking an NAD supplement that's not injected, and by the way, the IV infusions are super expensive. So if that's the route you're going to go down, great. But I think for financial stability, it's not fantastic. So the oral supplements, you want to be taking a supplement that is NMN or nicotinamide ribocinamide, NR. And that's because both of those are highly absorbable in the body because they're a much smaller molecule size. Of course, in order to get all of that to work and help with anti-aging, you should also be taking CoQ10, and you also might want to be taking vitamin C, zinc. Sorry, that was a wasp landing on me. And me personally, because my collagen also needs to have vitamin C to absorb properly, and it does better with CoQ10, I just add all of mine together in one lovely little drink that is NMN, NR, collagen, CoQ10, and vitamin C, and it's all liposomal. So when you're taking supplements, you want them to be liposomal because that's the best way that they are absorbed. But you also want to make sure that they're super high quality. So just because somebody says it's got 1,000 milligrams of NAD, it doesn't mean anything if it's not NMN or NR. And if it doesn't have CoQ10 in it, or you're not already taking CoQ10, you're really doing yourself a disservice. And then again, like vitamin C, zinc, those things are also just going to help it absorb better. So make sure you have a complete supplement.